Today we're out here in one of the most exciting communities that come to McKinney, Texas in quite some time, Aster Park. This is a gorgeous community with multiple high-end luxury builders starting in the high 400s and going up to over $1 million. And this is gonna be one of the only new construction communities in McKinney and surrounding areas that's actually a gated community. Not only is this an awesome neighborhood, but you're gonna have easy access to Highway 380, the toll road, Frisco and Prosper, and all the things you could possibly want to do outside of the neighborhood. So this place is going to have a resort style pool, a marina looking over a gorgeous lake, everything you could possibly want all in one place. So today we're going to be covering not one, but two different model homes by Toll Brothers. This is going to be their 70-foot product, and it is absolutely stunning. And then we're going to hop across the street and show you this beautiful 60-foot lot right across the street at much better price points. These are absolutely amazing, so let's go ahead and get after it. All right, here we are in Toll Brothers' 70-foot product in Aster Park. This is one of the nicest models that you're gonna see in quite some time, and of course, the best model here in this community. But we're here at the front of the house. We've got our awesome sales rep, Scott, right here we'll be working with, hopefully with you here in the future. Beautiful office space, surround sound, all the built-ins, 8-foot glass doors, and of course, tons of natural light coming in through here. But you'll see that this home is one of a kind. Toll Brothers is gonna be more customizable, and to get into the details of this plan. This is a 4-bed, 4.5 bath game room, media, and a study, and it's sitting just under 4,000 square feet, but absolutely stunning home. You've got your half bath right here towards the front of the house, and then right across from there, you're going to have your media room space, which I know a lot of you are going to enjoy. So getting more popular nowadays is the media room downstairs. It's definitely my favorite. You got the nice dark tones in here, pretty good size space, and they've got like a 100-inch TV screen right here. That's kind of getting in right now instead of just the projectors, but of course you can get it set up for a projector as well. But in the traditional spot, like you're usually gonna have your really nice ensuite bedroom right here, nice and wide open. You've even got a space over here for your dresser and everything. So this is a wide space, nice tall 10-foot ceilings, black windows throughout this entire home, which is a nice option that you'll have when building these homes or looking at the spec homes, and a really good size walk-in closet and a full beautiful bathroom space with the floor to ceiling tile and that frameless glass shower that everybody loves. So if your parents are visiting, kids are visiting, they're gonna have a beautiful place to go and hang out right here on the first floor, right across from the media room. That'd get any better than that. But gorgeous staircase right here, nice and modern look, just a really good layout. This is where it really opens up, so you don't have a huge long entryway like you see in a lot of homes, but a good size, enough separation. But this is the main living space of the house. Definitely set up differently than a lot of places you see. Usually the beams are gonna be going the opposite direction, but you got the beams in here, nice, tall, elevated cathedral ceilings. You'll see that you've got your informal dining space right here, as well as your living room space. So right next to each other. And then this is gonna be your nice stone fireplace. They carried it all the way to the top of the ceiling. Really good size with the gas. Flip of a switch, get that going. And then the show-stopping piece of this house is this floor-to-ceiling glass wall right here. So you've seen lots of sliders in my videos or anybody's videos, but this is a huge sliding glass door overlooking that gorgeous back patio space we're gonna check out here in just a minute. But these are all tree-lined lots. So on these 70-foot product lots, you are gonna all have tree-lined lots. You don't have to worry about neighbors looking into your backyard, and that is all they are selling for this particular product. And I think they have 13 available as of the making of this video. So right across your main living space, you're gonna have your gorgeous kitchen space. So it's kind of tucked away, but you got the floor to ceiling cabinets in here, all this additional counter space. Got your hidden away microwave, which is a really cool setup. You just don't see that in very many homes unless it's a full-on custom build. But microwaves aren't that pretty, so why don't you just hide them away? Really cool spot. You can possibly open these depending on the selection that you choose. Get that indoor-outdoor living, actually put a little bar top right there. You've got your built-in KitchenAid appliances, which I think is a huge plus for any home that's gonna be in this price point. You just gotta spend more money on your fridge. And then this is going to be your huge island space that you have right here, your farmhouse sink, course, you got your matching KitchenAid appliances over here, vented hood up top, but tons of counter space, extra window over there, and then your double oven right here. And you may see we've got our pantry space, little glass insert. A lot of them do in this model home, but you got to realize this is a model home. If you don't want to show everything you got your pantry, which I know I got kids, it probably wouldn't be the coolest setup or look very pretty. You don't have to do that. That's just going to be an upgrade option for you. But we're back into the dining space we showed you a little bit earlier. I just wanted to show you this really cool little wine room right here. You got your fridge down there, your wine rack up top, but just a nice little stand-away wine room with these iron doors that's gonna match the front, which I think is really cool. And this is going to be your entrance from your 3-car garage where your mud bench is, so kids and everybody throws everything right here. And your washer, dryer, and then a huge plus that I know a lot of people like is you've got an actual sink in here. But additional cabinetry, sink, really good size space, all tucked away so you don't have to. I know some people like the washer and dryer to be hooked up right next to the room, but it is still pretty close and you're not going to hear it from where it's at right there. Now tucked away in the corner is going to be your master retreat. You kind of got a little hallway right here, and a cool setup that they have is they kind of separate the bedroom from the master bathroom. Some of you may like that, some of you may not like that, but you got a big wide open bathroom, 2 big separated vanities, standalone modern looking tub. This thing is huge. You can actually fit in it, which is a huge plus. Most of these tubs, there's no chance I'm fitting in those. And then of course, this will probably be her section right here. Can you imagine all the things she can do in the activities? Awesome space with this window right here. I know you got your neighbors next door, but we'll put you a cool little shade. Don't worry about it. So you've got this gorgeous shower right here. We got the rain head. There's gonna be lots of options of what you can choose right here. And of course, any shower in a nice home, you gotta have the bench seat right there. Bench seat is a huge, huge plus. And then around the corner, you're gonna have your linen closets. Once again, they're kind of going with the glass inserts. If you build a house, it's probably not gonna be like that. And then really cool master closet space. So more customizable closets. If you've watched a million videos or looked at anything in the Dallas area, you'll see that 9 times out of 10, the closets are as bland can be, but that one's actually got a really cool setup. And then separated over onto the other side is going to be an insane master retreat. So we've got a huge wide open bedroom right here. Continue those white oak floors throughout. Big king size bed. I love how they did the mirrors back there. The designer did a really good job. Wallpaper once again, which we're seeing in almost every model home nowadays. And then the nice recessed ceiling with the wood inserts, black windows all throughout, looking into that gorgeous tree-lined lot, which you watching in this channel, if this is something you're interested in, remember, you're not gonna be looking at any neighbors anywhere if you build or purchase one of their spec homes with Toll Brothers in Aster Park. So an awesome, awesome setup you're just not gonna see in too many places. But we're gonna head upstairs here in a sec. But real quick, if this is your first time on the channel, my name is Preston Gale. I've helped over 100 people relocate here to the Dallas area through this channel in just the last few years alone. And I would love the opportunity to work with you as well. So if you're thinking about moving here a year from now or tomorrow, please don't be shy. Give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. I'd love to help you out. So now we're gonna head upstairs and show you the rest of what we're working with. So now we're upstairs and there's a lot going on up here. So this is going to be your flex room, and it's not just your typical small little game room. There is a lot of space in here. Not really a fan of the, I don't even know what color this is, maroon. I don't know, but it doesn't look that great. But remember, this isn't your home. This is just the model, and they try to make it a little extra fancy, but a big, wide open bedroom. And one of my favorite features of this house is this balcony. You just don't see this in Texas on a nice home like this. So you're gonna have balcony options on a lot of these floor plans, looking out into these 100+ foot trees that are out here. We don't just have these tiny trees. A lot of places in Dallas have very, very small trees, but this entire area is covered in huge trees. So you've got an actual place to hang out, drink your morning coffee. Doesn't get much better than that. So across from the game room is going to be 3 additional bedrooms and 3 bathrooms and a half bathroom. So, and I love how it's separated from the rest of the home. So here's your half bath. All the kids, everybody's hanging out in there. They use this restroom. And one of the longest hallways, this kind of gives you an idea of just how long and big this house is. Stay right there real quick. I just want to give you an idea how ridiculous this is. So if your kids are on the track team, thinking about being a runner someday, I mean, you get your 20-yard, 25-yard sprints just in your house alone. So if the weather's bad, perfect place to get a workout in. So we're gonna go into the first of the bedrooms. Of course, this is the girls' bedroom I see, but we've got tons of natural light coming in here. Really nice layout, lots of space. These are all gonna have walk-in closets as well. They even have their own additional window. They have taken the doors off here. You can see there's no hinges, but there will be a door on there. And then your own walk-in bathroom, little suite area. And these aren't just small bathrooms. There actually is a lot of space in here. And then down the hallway, they've also done a good job because this is separated from the game room, and these rooms are all separated really nicely. So you're not gonna hear a whole lot of noise. If you've got a little brother that's 2 years old, I have a 2-year-old son, he's really, really loud. And my daughter doesn't always like it, but the rooms are right on top of each other. So this is a really good layout. So this is a smaller, probably the smallest of the bedrooms. Still got a little walk-in closet, those nice windows up front, but huge plus, big, long, wide vanity, floor to ceiling tile, really nice luxurious look. I don't think any kids are gonna be complaining about any of these bedrooms. If they are, we got some disciplinary issues going on. So this last bedroom is going to have the ensuite bathroom right there at the front with the blue tile looking really, really nice. And then one of the biggest bedrooms up here for sure, right here, you got the surround sound speakers, the can lighting, just a little additional touches you're not gonna see in a lot of these homes. But this is a really good sized bedroom, probably the same size as a lot of masters that we see. So awesome layout, just under 4,000 square feet. And I forgot to show you the backyard, so we're gonna head out there and get into pricing. So come check out this amazing backyard living patio space. So we've got tons of space out here. You can see they've extended this patio. They've got these little drop down steps right here. Nice little hangout area. Gas fire pit. So you literally flip a switch, you've got fire. You don't have to worry about putting it out every night or anything like that. Nice and clean. And then you even got a dining room space, coffee, little area over there, multiple gas hookups, places to put TVs. Awesome, awesome layout. And this is a 70-foot wide product. For those of you who don't know what that means, it means from one end of the house to the other end of the house, it is 70 feet wide, and these are 135 feet deep. Most homes we see here in the Dallas area are gonna sit around the 120 foot deep. So you've got a lot of space out here, and then you can see what you're gonna be looking at is gonna be very similar to this if you're looking at a product like this. So I almost forgot the most important part, and that of course is pricing. So if you wanna build on a 70-foot wide product here with Toll Brothers, one of the best builders in Dallas, Texas, you're gonna be looking around the mid 800,000s as far as the starting prices go. And for the starting price of this gorgeous model we just saw, you're gonna be looking at $959,900 as of the making of this video. And for their largest floor plan, starting at just under 5,000 square feet, you're gonna be looking at just over $1 million. And for this area, a gated community, Prosper ISD, that's actually really good for Toll Brothers. Now let's go ahead and check out the next property. So now you've seen what they have in the 70-foot product, an absolutely amazing product because they are all on gorgeous tree-lined lots. And now we're gonna be heading over to the 60-foot lot by the same builder, but totally different model. But this community is gonna have a tax rate at around 1.9%, no mud or PID taxes like you're gonna get in most neighborhoods like this. And remember, you're gonna have a resort style pool, everything you could possibly want in a neighborhood with that gated safety that you just don't get anywhere in Dallas, Texas, especially in these price points. It just doesn't exist. We get requests for it all the time, but they just don't have it, but they have it right here. So this is the home we're gonna be checking out next. Same builder, totally different product, so let's go ahead and check it out. All right, here we are at another Toll Brothers home on their 60-foot wide product. Basically just means a smaller lot, a little bit smaller product, but they're still gonna have some really good sized homes. This is the Lavon floor plan, just over 3,500 square feet, 5-bed, 4-bath with an office and a flex space upstairs. Absolutely gorgeous home. I think you're really gonna like it. So we've got our office right here in the front of the house. Once again, continuing with the big windows up front and these really, really cool built-ins. Most of the time you're gonna see the built-ins right behind the desk, but just kind of gives it a little bit different layout than what you're used to. Of course, you're gonna have doors here, but they pull them off the hinges with Toll Brothers. I don't know why, but that's just what they do. So you got your iron door up front. Gorgeous setup with a 20 10-foot ceilings, this winding staircase. Everybody always asks for tall ceilings. That's one of the #1 requested things. Well, this one definitely has it. And then in our traditional space, we've got our ensuite bedroom. We've got these oak hardwood floors throughout, big windows, 10-foot ceilings, a surround sound. We've got really cool modern lighting in here. Toll Brothers does a really good job with, features and things that you can pick out that most builders do not do. And a standalone walk-in shower tub option right there. Perfect place for your tree, Christmas tree or whatever right here. I've seen people put some pianos right there if you're ever wondering what do they do with that spot. And this one has a longer entryway than the last home we saw, but a wide open, once again, the 20-foot ceilings throughout and a big wide open kitchen. I love the moody, warm tones in here with the dark backsplash right here. Quartz countertops, big oversized stainless sink right here, just kind of gives it a modern, very clean look. And then of course, you're gonna have your double oven and pantry right over here in the corner. So gorgeous layout. This is gonna extend into your dining space. So the dining space over here is a really good size. You see we've got plenty of seating for 8. You could definitely put 10 right here. Big modern windows out back. And my favorite feature of every house that has this is the sliders. So most homes nowadays, if they're on the higher end, you can put sliders in them, but most builders are not going to give you an option to basically cover the entire wall with glass, which this one does. So really, really cool setup. Let me see if we can even figure this out to get out there. Yes, perfect. So this actually opens up all the way. I'm not going to do it all the way, but you get the idea. So you can do that indoor, outdoor living, get some drop down shades out here, but we got a nice covered patio, not a huge grand setup, but very calming, just a fun place to hang out. Plenty of room for a table, seating. You got your gas hookups, all your places for your TV. And this is what a 60-foot lot is going to look like out here. And if you're right next to a neighbor, like you can see over here, you will have the cedar stained fence for privacy. And then this kind of gives you an idea of what you could do with the space. Many people will put pools back here, but they've got an outdoor pergola with a kitchen space right there that I think looks really, really nice. Big fan up top, which I love. Most builders do not put fans under your patio. Just a little reference. Every builder wires these rooms and outdoor spaces for fans. So you can put a fan anywhere, even though it doesn't have one. So that's just something to keep in mind. We've got a big modern fireplace looking into the second floor of this home. Big and wide open, really nice modern look. We're gonna go over here to this side of the house, check out what we're working with. So this is gonna be your half bath space, feeds into your laundry space over here, which we're gonna show you a little bit more here later because it actually connects into your master bath, which I know a lot of people love. In our awesome sales rep's office right here, which is right now, but that would be your garage space. But you got more storage right there, your mud bench right here, and we're gonna go back around to your master retreat. What everybody wants to see. So in the back corner of the home, you got a big, wide open master retreat. 3 big windows back here. I love the backdrop they did right here. Nice smooth paint finish, kind of gives you some ideas what you could do. The recessed ceiling, and I love the lighting once again, dropping down from the ceiling. Just a little bit different look than what you're gonna see with most builders. And nobody's really doing that right now. I wish more people did that and they carried that same theme into the bathroom space. So it feeds into the bathroom. Love the layout of this bathroom. It is nice and wide open. Those really cool lights on both sides, separated oversized vanities. And this is a really, really cool shower. So basically no door anywhere. You don't need one, it's too big to need one. They've actually got a bench way back here, which I think is cool, but not cool because I can't have water that hits me over here. And then this big walk-in shower space right over here. But 2 shower heads, you got a rain shower head. The only negative is for you ladies out there who like your bathtubs. I know some of those, that's a deal breaker, but I'm sure with Toll Brothers, you can definitely get a bathtub as well. This is gonna be his closet. I'm not gonna lie, a little disappointed in the size here. I know we don't have a lot of stuff, but just a little bit smaller. And then her closet, once again, a little underwhelming. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, just a little bit smaller than I would like to see, but it feeds back into your laundry space, which I know a lot of people will like. You got all this additional cabinetry, your extra sink over here, and then it feeds right back into the main living area of this house to give you one more look at this beautiful entertainment space. So nice and wide open. You can see all the way to the front of the house from here. We've got those 20-foot soaring ceilings. This winding staircase is going to be a centerpiece right when you walk in. It basically makes a statement. We've seen the downstairs, now let's go see it upstairs. So now we're here on the second floor. You can see from the front, the back, everything from up here, and even these absolutely ridiculous lights. I just had to point that out. It's just a little over the top for me, my personal taste, but you're gonna have 3 additional bedrooms, full bathrooms up here, and then this really cool flex room. I know I said just a flex room, but you got a media room as well. So it just kind of gives you an idea of what you could do with this space. You got a media closet over there, recessed ceiling. Hopefully my neighbor's not playing drums because I don't want to listen to that unless you're really good at them. But if you're practicing, it might be a little loud in here. When you walk through, of course, you're gonna have doors right there, but you got your media room set up. I love the second tier right here. Nobody does this anymore. It reminds me when I was a kid, you went over to people's houses, they were way cooler than yours, and they always had to step up in their media rooms. Super cool setup. But this is where your kids are gonna be hanging out, or if you don't have kids, you guys out there have a great place to hang out, watch the football games. So now we're walking into the first of the bedrooms on the second floor. You got a full bathroom set up right there. Big wide open bedroom. Can lighting is an extra touch I really like. I hate when they just put the one light right in the middle of the room. But if you're a kid on the second floor, I promise you're gonna want a fan. We've got 2 big windows up there and then a really good size closet space right here with your own little window space. So nice bedroom, luxurious carpet right here. I know you'll have, some people are gonna like that, some people won't. I personally like carpet on the second floor. It doesn't get as loud. If you've got little kids running around, it does get really loud with hardwood floors. So this is gonna be similar setup, but this one's gonna have the closet inside the bathroom. So full bathroom space there. Another really good sized bedrooms, similar windows that we saw in the last house, a little bit different lighting and features in here. And then we've got one more bedroom up here. So another full bedroom, full closet. So it's very similar setup as the last bedroom we went into. Really like it. And then another, the favorite kid right here, he's got a fan. If you're like me, even when it's wintertime, I gotta have a fan going, maybe 2, 3 fans going. That's just the way it is. The wife has gotten used to it over the years, but really cool setup. This is on their 60-foot wide product. This home starts at just over $800,000. These actually start really, really good at $699,000 out here in Aster Park for Toll Brothers. The cheapest homes in this community are gonna be the 45-foot lots starting in the upper 400,000s. So tons of options as far as price points, a lot of options, but an amazing community that offers a ton. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and remember to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I'd love to help you make a smooth move to Dallas. And if you want to see some more homes out here in this community, check out this video right here.